Nobody in Hollywood was going to greenlight a show about two men just riding around talking. So Nic Pizzolatto added a murder.
Nobody was going to let me make a TV series that was just about two men riding around talking. So I put a murder in there.
Pizzolatto had never written a script before. But when his first novel was optioned, he asked agents how to break into television. Their advice? Write a pilot. In July 2010, he sat down and cranked out 6 scripts in a month. One of them was the pilot for True Detective.
The novel was optioned for film rights, and there was no money there, but it allowed me to talk to Hollywood agents. And so I asked them what I had to do to get into television, and they said, you have to write scripts. Have you ever written scripts before? And I said, no. And they said, well, if you can write a good pilot for a show you invent and a good episode of an existing show, we can start trying to get you work. And in July of 2010, I wrote 6 television scripts. And one of them was the pilot for True Detective.
He didn't care about making a twisty serial killer puzzle. He cared about characters, philosophy, and exploring the world through dialogue. The murder was simply the structure, a way to pressure his characters, reveal society's cross-sections, and justify 2 cops spending hours talking in cars.
This place is like somebody's memory of a town, and the memory's fading. It's like there was never anything here but jungle.
Stop saying shit like that. It's unprofessional.
Oh, is that what I'm going for here?
Just want you to stop saying odd shit.
The crime story both gives you a plot and a series of escalations and pressures that you can put onto your characters, but it also tends to offer a kind of cross-sectional view of the society in which the crime takes place, because the nature of an investigation is that you will be exposed to all these facets of a place.
That's why Rust Cohle and Marty Hart feel so real. They're more than cliches, not just the brooding loner and the family man. Both are deeply flawed, deeply human, and occasionally heroic. Pizzolatto wanted to dissect not just crime, but masculinity, morality, and the thin line between cops and criminals.
It's coming from my files, Marty.
To me, Cohle more than Hart, but both of them are heroic. Now, both of them are incredibly flawed as men in society. Like Hart might be a bad husband and father. Cohle might be a terrible friend and colleague in some respects. But they both behave with bravery and with honor in moments where many of us might not.
On paper, Rust Cohle was the classic hard-boiled detective archetype, but Pizzolatto gave him dimensionality, synesthesia, hypersensitivity, and a code of honor that set him apart from everyone around him. He wasn't a nihilist. He was a man burdened by too much meaning. Like Prometheus stealing fire from the gods, Cohle is willing to be chained and punished if it means holding on to truth.
You know, I've said before that he's certainly not a nihilist. He'd be the most unsuccessful nihilist in history. If anything, everything is overwrought with meaning for Cohle. You know, he's hypersensitive.
The killer's story was deliberately simple. That freed the show to take detours, 6-minute car rides about pessimistic philosophy, haunting monologues about time and memory, and long unbroken shots that felt like literature on screen. Instead of following the tropes, True Detective broke them down and rebuilt them.
The public's sort of fascination with serial killers have almost turned them into comic book villains. And I wanted a killer whose story was not so complicated that unraveling it was going to take up all our time. The more simple and solid your plot is, the more free you are to explore ways of telling that haven't been tried yet, and to take discursive detours in conversation and scene.
Pizzolatto's advice to writers is simple. Stop waiting for permission. Don't be a personal assistant hoping someone opens the door. Sit down, live cheaply, and learn your craft until your voice cuts through. What got him in wasn't connections, but good work written in a vacuum.
I had never tried to make a jump into this field because it seemed like there were so many class and financial and geographic boundaries between me and it. And then what I learned was, you know, if you come in with good work, they don't want to keep good talent out. That's a total myth of the entertainment industry. They want to monetize talent and bring it in.
And that's how one novelist, in a single month of furious writing, created a pilot that would grow into the single best season of television history.